It's time to get the Christmas decorations.
It's time to decorate. On this channel, we talk about Halloween,
Christmas.
Harry Potter, and theme parks. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hey guys, welcome back. Today is November 1st, and that means it's Christmas season.
Let's go!
Alright, so we have put all of our Halloween decorations up this morning, and we have hauled out all of this mess of our Christmas decorations, and we're going to start decorating. This is the majority of our Christmas stuff. There's still a few boxes that I haven't quite found in the garage yet, but we're going to go ahead and get started with what's here. So in today's video, we're going to focus on decorating the living room and a little bit of the dining room. We're actually going to turn this Decorate With Me into a three-part series. So in part one today, we're going to decorate this shelving unit, the china cabinet in the dining room, that entertainment system on the other side of the living room, as well as our little mantle that we have. And then in part two, I'm going to decorate our Christmas tree, and then part three will be putting up lights and kind of finishing the kitchen and dining room areas. I tend to go with traditional Christmas colors when I'm shopping for decorations. Those are just the things that kind of catch my eye. I really like the bright Christmas reds, like that Merry Christmas sign. And I also like the lime greens, kind of like you can see in this little doll there. I just think it's really Christmassy and pretty, and that's the stuff that I'm drawn to. So I realized as I stepped to the other side of the room that I really didn't like anything that I had put on that third shelf up there. Everything is kind of the same height and is just kind of competing for attention. So I just decided to take all that down and start over. And I think this Merry Christmas sign is going to look better on this third shelf. So we're going to move that up here and see if we can get this looking a little better. Okay, I think that third shelf looks a lot better with that Merry Christmas sign up there, but I did take some of the things from the first and second shelves, so now I kind of need to reorganize this and figure out how we're going to set this up. I'm struggling with the second shelf a little bit. I feel like all of these objects are kind of the same height. This is kind of the issue I was having with the top shelf a minute ago. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to fix this, but I'm just going to kind of keep pushing things around and looking for different objects until I kind of like what I see. Okay, so now I'm going to add these little fairy lights into the snow. I'm actually going to add a little bit more snow here in a minute to make it look a little fuller and a little bit thicker so that you can't see that dark piece of furniture underneath it. But I like putting these fairy lights between layers of snow, because when you turn the lights off and have the fairy lights on, it creates like a really cool kind of effect with the lights glowing through the snow. Now we're going to move on to our china cabinet over here. I really love that Milk and Cookies for Santa set. We got those at either TJ Maxx or HomeGoods last year, but when Tyler and I saw it, we both immediately knew it was coming home with us. And of course, with my husband being the Tennessee football fan that he is, we have to have our Tennessee Volunteers Santa. Unfortunately, that set of 4 plates don't fit on just a single shelf in this china cabinet. So what I've tried to do is kind of create a little bit of a pyramid shape with 3 on the bottom and 2 in the middle, and then those 2 little candlestick Santas on top kind of complete it. I think that's kind of pretty visually and is a good way to deal with that mismatch number. Tyler absolutely loves this like fake snow for Christmas, so I try to use it wherever I can incorporate it well. I like using it on darker pieces of furniture, so like in the shelving unit we did just a second ago, I put it on the navy piece of furniture but not on the white shelves, and I'm going to put it here in this darker wood finished china cabinet. I love these fairy lights. These are some of my favorite because they're actually colored and not just white. I wish that we had several sets of them, but unfortunately I can't remember where I got them anymore. But they're so pretty, and I think they're just kind of like a nice soft glow, and I love what they do to the china cabinet, especially after I put the fake snow in. And of course we need our trusty step stool, and we're trying to decorate taller pieces of furniture. I'm also going to add these 2 pieces of greenery to the top of this china cabinet. I think it adds some kind of needed color. I'm also planning on putting a bow at the top there, just right above those 2 glass panes that you can see. I don't currently have the ribbon or the color ribbon that I'm wanting to use, but look for that in part 3 of this series when we're doing our final walkthrough. So as you can see, I started to put some stuff in the entertainment system, but like I mentioned earlier, I don't quite have all of my boxes out of the garage yet, and I'm missing some of the stuff that I need to complete that. So we're gonna finish that in part 3, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this garland up here on the TV and get it decorated. So unfortunately, one of these little Christmas trees got broken in storage this year, so I'm gonna have to super glue that back together. But I'm gonna add these to the side of the entertainment system because I think they add some much needed height. I also love these little plush snowmen. They come with wires on them. I have a couple of them that the wires have fallen out of, but they're made to decorate garland, and you can take the wire and kind of like wrap it around parts of the garland or just kind of stick it in there to hold it steady. But I love these. I think they add some much needed color to this arrangement. I love this little flocked Christmas tree. I think it's really cute, so we're just going to kind of fluff it out a little bit and set it to the side of the entertainment center. I knew I had at least one more of these little pine tree things to stick in the garland, so we're gonna shift these around a little bit and try to add this one in there. As you can see, I'm struggling a little bit to hide the stem at the bottom because this garland is so thin. It's a little frustrating while I'm trying to do this, but I think it's a really good piece of garland to put around the TV because it's not as thick and it doesn't cover as much as the TV screen as some pieces might. So now I'm going to move on to the mantle and hang some garland here. Obviously we don't have a fireplace in our house, but we do have this nice little cut through between our living room and our kitchen. So this is where we put our stockings. I'm going to try to use these smaller command hooks because I like that they have the clear sticky tabs on them. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to hold the weight of the garland or not, but we'll see. Another little trick that I learned, my mom actually taught me this one, is to use pipe cleaners on your garland to attach it to whatever hooks you're using to hang it. This way you actually use the pipe cleaners to bear all the weight and you don't damage any of the leaves on your garland. And of course the smaller command strips didn't work, so I'm going to get the bigger ones that can hold a little bit more weight. There's Tyler! He likes to sit in another room or just not really pay attention to what I'm doing when I'm putting out the Christmas decorations because he likes to kind of like walk in and it be a big surprise once everything is finished. This little tradition of decorating right after Halloween started a few years ago. Tyler had a little trip planned with some of his friends and they were gone the weekend after Halloween. And since they were gone and I didn't have anything to do, I just decided to break out all the Christmas stuff. And so he came home and it had gone from all of our crazy Halloween stuff to like a Christmas wonderland, and he was super excited and loved it. So it's just kind of been our tradition ever since. I love these shiny little leaves. I got them at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, and I think they add just a really nice touch to the garland. I messed up a little bit here. I definitely should have strung the lights back on right after I got the garland hung, but I got a little flustered with trying to get the garland to actually stick, and I kind of forgot about the lights. So we're just going to try to weave them in through the decorations that are already up. I may have to take some of the stuff off to get it to look right, but I do think it's important to take the lights off and kind of restring them when they're not already attached, because it's really important that I could reach the outlet that they have to plug into in the kitchen, and we want to make sure that none of the lights are actually burned out. Now it's time to hang our stockings up. I absolutely love our stockings. Mom actually got those for us for Christmas a year or two ago. They're UGG stockings and they're so cute with the plaid and the fuzz. I absolutely love them. These are just like the little snowman plushies that I put on the garland on the TV stand, but they're a little bit bigger, and one is a girl moose and one is a boy moose. So I kind of like to set them in the garland above mine and Tyler's stockings. Now we're going to move on and decorate the rest of this little window that peeps into our kitchen. I tried to use my trusty little step stool, but it wasn't tall enough for me to reach those. So I grabbed a kitchen chair instead of breaking out the ladder. So I'm just going to hang these little red balls. I have a couple sets of them, so I'm going to frame the window with them and then add a nice big bow to the middle. I actually made this bow to go in the same spot last year. My mom taught me how to make really cool bows like this out of ribbon. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know down in the comments, and I can make a quick little video showing you how to make a bow like that. So I actually realized that I had 3 of these little red pom-pom things instead of 2. So I'm going to add it here to the garland underneath those little shiny circle thingies, because I think it's going to add a really nice pop of red that this area kind of needs. So I think that's it for this little mantle area. I'm going to keep zhuzhing things around a little bit until I get them exactly where I want them. But I'm super happy with the way that the decorations we put up today have turned out, and I'm really excited to finish everything else. Alright guys, that's it for today's decorating video. Like I mentioned earlier, in another video I'm going to put up our Christmas tree and get it decorated, so stay tuned for that. But if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. You can hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification so you get an alert every time we post a new video. Thanks for watching!